Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Joe, and today I'm going to be doing a review of One Punch Man chapter 200. 200 chapters of One Punch Man. It's a huge milestone, 200 chapters. It's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty entertaining chapter. It's a pretty fun chapter. Again, I think this is the third one. Pretty light. Actually, the past three chapters they've been pretty light. I'm pretty sure the last was like 14 pages, and this one is like 16 pages, I think. So yeah, it's not a really big. We haven't been getting those big chapters as of late, but still, it's all like always. It's a pretty fun chapter. Pretty good. We get some pretty great panels in this chapter. Really glory panels. Oh yeah, and spoiler alert for One Punch Man chapter 200. Um, with that, let's just no longer delay and just jump right on in. So we open up exactly where we left off from the last chapter with Flash just blitzing the entirety of the Heavenly Ninja Party. He just blitzed him, and so we open up and then we see the defeated ninja. One of them asks Flashy, "Hey, why didn't you kill us? You could have killed us." And Flashy replied that even, as they say, even insects have a soul, and I think you deserve the right to learn the truth about the village before you die. So Flashy then proceeds to explain about God, and then he says that yeah, the entirety of the ninja village was essentially a testing ground for vessels of the powers of God. And if you didn't, and he's explaining to Sonic. Sonic is like shocked about this because Sonic, he doesn't seem like Sonic knows a lot about what's going on. He seems to be out of the loop, really. Um, but yeah, Sonic is one of my favorites. Sonic is my favorite character in One Punch Man, really. Yeah. So Sonic is kind of shocked about God and all that because he doesn't know anything about this. So he's really shocked about it, and Flashy's explaining that explaining that Sonic, you saw what I saw in that tunnel, um, in that underground base. If with the cube, if you weren't a worthy vessel, then your life got forfeit, right? And so he's explaining to them, and he's explaining that you essentially waste your life serving that man, and to that man, which is the leader of the Heavenly Ninja Village, you were nothing but sacrifices for his god. And Sonic is like hee, and then all of a sudden you just this ominous laughter. They start laughing, he with a he, and then one of them says, how did you know? Why do you assume that we were sacrifices? Why do you assume that we were sacrifices and not offerings? Why do you assume that our lives were sacrificed and we didn't just offer our lives to that man, right? And then he goes in saying, I'll never understand you dropouts, right? Because Sonic and Flashy are they're dropouts, and Hellfire and Gale is there, and also Hellfire and Gale they themselves also, they don't seem to understand what's going on either. Like they seem also to be out of the loop with the whole, because it seems that all of them there it seems that all of them there kind of have it doesn't seem like they have an understanding of what's going on. I'll explain it later. But they all start laughing ominously, and Hellfire and Gale, um, um, I think it's Gale of mentions like robots. They're robots. You know, so they all start laughing ominously, and he's like, how did you know that? How do you know that our lives, weren't offered willingly? How did you know that we didn't do it willingly? I won't understand you, you dropouts. I'll never understand you dropouts. But that's what we ninjas are. You know, our lives is servitude. We're here to serve our master, and it doesn't really matter who the master serves. We are here to give our lives for it. That's the only way we could ever find rest, is to serve our master, is in servitude to our master. And this is when Hellfire, I think it's Gale, offhandedly mentions robot, and Sonic is like, they're beyond saving, um, they're beyond saving. I'll just kill him, and then he says, you'll soon learn that man has awakened. That man has reawakened. You will soon learn that being killed by us was a way better option than being killed by him. And then they all start to like fidget, right? And it's like, oh yes, they do this thing with like it's like from Hunter x Hunter with Poof and Shia Poof and not Neferpitou. Oh Jesus Christ, God, and Yuppie, when they're given Meruem like his aura. That's the scene that I got reminded of, where they're like, yes, yes, and then blood. If it's our blood and our entrails that you want, take them and go. And then they all start convulsing, and the blood just gushes out of their face, right, as he sucks all the blood, and then their guts just rip open, and all their entrails come out with it, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ! It's gory. It's one of these incredibly gory scenes in One Punch Man. No, it's one of these scenes. It was one of this. These are the scenes that remind you that One Punch Man isn't a shonen, right? It's a seinen, and it's always easy to forget because the tone is always so lighthearted and fun. You can easily forget, but every once in a while you get these scenes where you're like, yeah, this is a seinen. This is not a shonen. Oh yeah. So one of these gore scenes, and all their bloods and entrails just um it just levitates up, and shit. What's the word? Fuck, the word is slipping my mind. And all just converges in the air into just one giant blob of meat and blood, and you see their corpse on the ground, and it's like with Mosquito Girl, where remember that thief, when Mosquito Girl sucks that thief dry, you see their corpses on the ground as he suck all the blood, and then you see the heavenly ninja, that man he just shows up, and he just devours all of it. He sucks all the blood in, all the entrails in him, and then we drop and we just get an establishing shot of that man, and that's where the chapter ends. 16 pages. Like I said, it's not a long chapter, 16 pages, but it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I really like it. And also, Sonic is my favorite character. It's always fun to get more Sonic. Yeah, so that was One Punch Man chapter 200. Not a long chapter, pretty fun chapter. Really enjoyed it. You guys should check it out. And tell me what you guys think about it. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.